Thanks for tuning in to Incarceration to Incorporation. I'm AB. Thanks for tuning in to another show. Got my co-host with me, Julius Hall, which is responsible for bringing this platform together. He's the CEO of and the founder of All Things Relevant. That's ATR Relevant Media. Um, I'm AB. I'm the founder and the CEO of Incarceration to Incorporation, where we specialize in helping those that are incarcerated and that are future entrepreneurs and that are entrepreneurs that's on the way home and need resources. We get them the resources that they need, and for those who's out here doing stuff positive in the community. That's Incarceration to Incorporation. So make sure after the show y'all check that out, or in between the show y'all can check that out. We got a special guest in the building. We're gonna be talking to him. We got a couple more coming on. But Julius Hall, I'm gonna let him introduce himself, let him tell you all about what he's doing over there at ATR Media and all the things he's doing, projects that he got going on. Julius Hall.
Good evening. Good evening. Glad to have y'all in watching with us again this week. We bring this to you every week, 6 o'clock, every Friday. And we want to show people that there's a second chance for everybody, no matter what you've done. What we do every week is highlight people that have been incarcerated and are doing positive things in the community. Guys who have rebuilt themselves and are now contributing to society in a positive way. So y'all just stay tuned. We'll be bringing you people from all over the country every week. As soon as we get everything situated, this is our third or fourth show, and it could be beneficial on both ends for everybody. Somebody might need a job and that we can provide for somebody, or somebody might have a job that somebody on the show might can get. So it's a networking tool for all of us, and this is what we have to do to get our message out to everybody.
Right. We're definitely giving the message out. Like you said, this is I think, the third show, and it's gonna get bigger every week because there's more people coming on. More people got a story to tell. A lot of people that have been incarcerated, they home now doing a lot of big things. They owning businesses instead of just working at other people's businesses. They came home and started their own business. So we're gonna reach out to a lot of them, and a lot of brothers out here doing stuff positive in the community. They've been activists on the political realm. They doing a lot of things to help the community, to uplift the community, man. It's trying to bring more black dollars into the community. So we're gonna get all them brothers on, man, to in future shows. But my guest today is KP, K Potts. He out there doing a lot of positive stuff, a lot of good things that he doing. I was able to meet the brother when I was incarcerated, and a very good brother, man. KP, let everybody know who you are, man. What you got going on out there in the streets and in the world, because you all over the world. You've been all over the world, and you got a story to tell. So let the people know, man.
Been in the music game forever. Yeah, man. Yes. 2001, I had a business. Basically, I was helping small and medium-sized business. Basically, just just trying to get them ahead. And ran up on a cat that basically I brought him in, and he was doing some other things. So basically, got jammed up. Had nothing to do with it. Basically, you know how that goes. I don't care. Got jammed up for 2 years. Came back out. Basically, never. I was still in the music industry. Still had all my actions. Helped a lot of artists. I helped a lot of people get jobs. But the thing that I found was when I got out was I'll try to treat you differently, and therefore I had to, go down another avenue. So I started looking into transportation. driving trucks.
Yeah, he going,
Basically,
boy, he got
went to the
going
unemployment
in
office,
and
told
out.
them I was unemployed. They paid for 5 trucks. Um, because I became my own boss, I had to, because these guys are not going to give you that chance when you first starting out. So
Well,
still
he
had my
must,
degree.
well, you're in a bad
So
spot.
basically, I went to work for a company called Ecolab, and from there now I'm with a company called.
Yeah, we're
Can you
gonna
hear
have
me?
to, now you was in and out like crazy, like real bad in and
AB.
out. Yeah, I can hear you, but you in and out. You in and out,
Yeah, I can
Pops.
barely hear you guys. I don't know what's going on.
All right, we're gonna come back to you. You know, people
Yeah.
heard pretty much what you got going on and all the things that you're doing. It's an hour show, so you know we gonna bring you back on in a few minutes. We got another guest that just popped on, Santana White. Santana White, man, I've been knowing him for years.
Let me.
You know, Santana,
I
we
tell you
just
what, I'm gonna call back
yeah.
in. Can you
All
hear me?
right, all right, yeah,
What's
yeah,
happening?
Santana,
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you good.
What's
Yeah, we
happening?
can. Hey, you on with Incarceration to Incorporation. We're just talking about some things, man. Just the introduction. I got my co-host with me, Julius Hall. He's the
Yes,
one responsible for this platform, All Things Relevant Media,
absolutely.
ATR Media. So Julius Hall is Santana White, aka 20 Mil.
Absolutely. Salute. Salute.
Hey,
Mr.
just
Hall.
20 Mil. Just let everybody know who you are, man, and what you're doing out here in the streets, man.
Well, go by Santana, aka 20 Mil. As you said, we go back to when I was a kid, man. And I'm a, indie artist, young entrepreneur, trying to stay on a positive track as well. Born in New Jersey, Carolina raised. That's pretty much me in a nutshell, man. And like you said, definitely been to the been behind bars a couple times, and definitely prison. And yeah, man, definitely got a story to tell as well.
So we got a few people, man, viewing in and tuning in. They always tune in every Friday from 6 to 7, man. They got a few questions they be posting up on the ads. You know, they want to
Uh,
like, far as what motivates you going forward. First of all, before you answer that question, I just want to know what are some of the things that you've been doing, and how tough was it to transition back from being incarcerated back out into the streets, whether it was dealing with people, family members or friends, or you chose to go the solo route and do things on your own just to get where you at now. Like some of the obstacles that you took to get to where you at now.
Man, that's what it had to be for me. That's what it had to be for me, man. When I was incarcerated, man, I did my little time. I actually, I'm not a real religious person, but I actually just prayed, man, like did a lot of praying, man, like for God to show me another way besides the streets. Cause for years I fooled myself to think that I could only do street stuff or be a street type of person. So I fooled myself for so long. So I prayed and asked God to like show me a different way. Like show me a different way. I want more, and show me a different way. And so things like prison definitely opened my eyes to a lot of things that I had to change, within myself first. Because you definitely start with yourself. You got to start first with yourself because you got to want to do better and want more. And I just did a lot of thinking and researching, and I had to cut a lot of people off, man, basically. And
Right.
once I cut, a lot of certain individuals off, certain crowd, I started discovering more and more of my talents and put more and more of my talents to use, like actually utilizing some of my talents and resources to get where I'm at, man. But it definitely wasn't a easy journey, an easy road, you know, growing up.
What was the hardest part?
The hardest, well, I ain't gonna say it's a hard part. I guess the hard part is convincing myself that it's more out there, and you know, and I don't have to be a certain way to live a decent lifestyle,
Right.
you know.
Right.
That was probably, I'm gonna say, the hardest part, but that was the trickiest part, because like I said, I fooled myself for years, and I actually, like I said, I only thought that I was good at one thing, was being in the streets, and I had to break that. I had to see that, and God had to show me that, like, I'm way too talented to fall victim to that. So that was like first. That's the first thing, because again, a lot of people don't want to change. A lot of people don't want nothing in life. And I'm one of those individuals. I want it all.
I was hungry at it. Right.
So what do you do now, Taylor?
Say that again.
What do you do now?
Yeah, I do music. I do web design. I do a lot of different things, a lot of small things. I got a few little small businesses. I just got into a little food catering. I try to do a lot of little things that I love. But you know, my field, I love like computers and technology and stuff like that. But I am a indie music artist and stuff too. So I do music, mainly music. But I help out any way I can, any way I can, man, any way I can. But yeah, I'm a techie type person. Do web design, graphic design.
What you call a tech trek? You a tech trek?
Yeah, I just got into the clothes too. As you know, I'm wearing one of my Bring Real Back shirts and stuff, which I got from, you know, watching brother
BRB. BRB.
Yeah, I watched this guy, you know, come up. Like I said, I was young, and you know, I seen that stuff years ago from watching AB, and I always wanted to kind of do that too. I was like, dang, you know, this guy making clothes for real, like he's just, you know, he's making clothes for real, like, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So where are you based out of?
Say what now?
Where are you based out of?
Right now I'm in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. Right now, I'm on the West Coast right now. So I've been out here kind of like just staying low key, working and stuff. I'm doing some tech work with actually with Hulu right now, and you know, just stuff like that, man. Just, you know, I'm a techie type person, man. I stay on the computers and headphones and stuff like that when I'm not doing music and stuff like that.
So with Hulu, did you get back into the music, or did you, to start what you were doing, did you have to go get a loan? Was it easy getting back in? What were the challenges?
Well, I always like just work, man, and just, you know, put up some money, try to put up some money to invest in whatever I'm doing. Whether it's getting a new pair of headphones, a new laptop, whatever. I just spent over like $1,000 to getting t-shirt printing equipment. And like I said, that's just something I just dove into because I've always wanted to do it. I'm an artsy person. So, just find the time and, the resources to just do it, just do it. Like if you want to do something, just do it. And you got to have that mentality to do it. I wanted to get into clothes. I'm into clothes now. I'm not heavy, but I'm dabbling. I'm learning. I'm teaching myself. I'm sitting at the computer. Nobody's teaching me. I'm watching YouTube, Google, whatever I got to do. I want it. So, right. Like I said, it starts with you. You got to want it. I want it. I wanted my own catering business.
That's what I always tell the youth, and not even just the youth, with anybody coming home or out here trying to struggle, or they is struggling in the streets. I let them know it's about them. It ain't about what is steps, that the obstacles that's in your way. You can move those. You can bypass all of that. It's about you. It's about you. It's about you having a conversation. You know what I'm saying, with God. You know what I mean? Because that's where you're gonna get that faith from. That's where you're gonna get that belief from, and then go do it.
That's it, man. It ain't, like I said, there's two people in the world. There's people who gonna talk about it, and people who gonna do something. I'm gonna do something. man. I'm gonna say what
Well,
I'm gonna
listen,
do, man.
when you came home, were there any programs, any entrepreneurship programs that you got yourself into while you was incarcerated and when you came home?
No, man. Well, it was like when I got out. It was in North Carolina, in Wilson. I got out and I went back to Wilson, and it was a place downtown. I forget what the name of it, but it was downtown. They had it was like for small businesses. I checked it out a couple times. I really didn't gain anything from it, so I just started going to the library. I go to the library, man. I got a library card. You know what I'm saying? I go to the library, take my laptop. Yeah, I go to the library, man. You know, if I don't get the resources one place, hey, I'm gonna research this on my own. Because a lot of times too, when you get in a lot of these establishments and stuff like that, they don't really want to give you the information. Like they'll have some buildings out there, but when you go, they're not going to give you all the information. They're not going to tell you, oh, you can get a grant, you can get a loan. They're not going to tell you none of that. So you got to research this stuff. You know, they're not going to tell you how the banks will finance certain stuff. They're not going to tell you this. So you got to, you know, learn on your own, or just, you know, Google, man. Google going to tell you everything, right? Google.
You're right. You're right. That's one of the things. That's one of the things I got home. When I got home, actually, I started putting the work together for Incarceration to Incorporation because I knew once I came home that it was going to be hard for me to get employment. So I know I met a lot of guys in prison that was already had the entrepreneurship spirit, entrepreneurship mind, you know. So I said, well, look, I'm gonna start this company, man, where people getting out of prison, man, they start their own business. They start their own business and create jobs for everybody, for other people. You know what I mean? And then when I came home, I researched a lot of investors, angel investors, private investors, just investors that might want to invest in these people that's coming home with sound business plan, with unique and with just business plan that these investors might want to invest in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what Incarceration to Incorporation is what I'm doing is I'm matching a entrepreneur with an investor.
Okay,
you know what I mean? So with that, you know, if you never know, an investor might see something good in that person, in that business plan, and you know, something good can come up out of that. You know, that future entrepreneur, that entrepreneur might can take that company to, you know, to a 500, you know, company to a successful company. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's a dope. Like I said, that's a dope idea, man. It's not too much stuff out there like that. I like the idea, and that's dope because, you know, a lot of times a lot of people don't have the funding to you know, to go out and purchase $2,000-3,000 worth of equipment and stuff like that. So that's a dope idea of, you know, if your business plan is together. Like you said, you got to research to know how to put together a business plan. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody know how to put together a business plan. So you got to take the first steps, you know, and you know, if you, like I said, if you want it, you know, you got to go get it, man. I'm just like,
well, KP, what challenges you had? You know, you have a trucking company now. What were your challenges? And your mic is muted also.
Yeah, KP going in and out again.
He probably, and then he can't drive and then be on it.
Yeah, I just invested into this chick company, man. To be honest, doing the like I said, she doing the food and stuff. She got the edible treats and stuff. I just started. I like the idea. I love, you know, chocolate covered strawberries. All that. I just was like, yo, this could be so crazy, especially out here on the West Coast, Arizona. And she doing the deliveries and all that, man. I just started like getting flyers, promo, like, hey, it's the move. I don't mind.
So you in business with her?
Pretty much, yeah. We got like a whole kitchen, like a super duper kitchen, man, just full of baking stuff, chocolates, colors, everything she need, man. And she going full blast. She work around the clock right now. She on it right now. So
see, that's a start. That's the kind of start that we need to to embed in the young people, man, entrepreneurs, to start their own business. You know what I mean? To not depend on somebody else giving them a paycheck. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they need to have the resources where they can go and possibly somebody can give them the front money that they need to advance their business. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's dope. Like I said, that's a dope idea. Matching, I thought that was what LinkedIn was for. When LinkedIn, the LinkedIn website came in,
Right.
kind of like that, where companies look for employees and stuff. But like you said, at some point you gotta find the talent. Not everybody has a talent or to do something, man. That's just life, because a lot of people, like I said, don't want nothing. But if you want something in life, you got a dream, an idea, surround yourself with people with ideas, and that can probably, help you out, or that's going to boost you along the way and stuff like that. That's what it's about, because everybody's not going to see your vision like you see it. You know what I'm saying? So you could put it in writing all you want and go to the banks all you want and try to get some loans and all this. You got to have capital. You got to have this. I mean, it's a lot of stuff to research, man. But, the thing is, you got to want it. Either you want it or you don't.
That's correct.
Either you want it or you don't. And if you want it, it is resources out here. I'm not the type of person that made excuses. I got felonies. I got 3 felonies, actually. And that's why I don't live in North Carolina, for one. But because it's tough. Like going back there, trying to work and find jobs. I mean, that's and my charges 20 years ago. Guess what they're gonna say? Try to get a house. Then what they gonna say? Yeah, well, you had a little bit of cocaine back. Man, I was a kid.
Right.
I was a kid. I made kid decisions. You you gotta pay for it, and and I moved, man. I'm on the West Coast, man.
It's a lot of ways around that too. I know it's tough that you go through that situation, being that's an old charge, but like you said, it's research on that they can't really do that. You know what I mean? Hold that over you, because it's statutory, statutory limits on that. So yeah.
Yes, but they do it like that. We go through that. So when you face obstacles like that, look into getting your record expunged. Look into all type. It's just all, like you said, it's all types of stuff. I just chose to leave the city anyway. I've lived somewhere everywhere in the U.S. and I'm just loving it right now. I'm buying cars, houses, all that. Not to say that I don't struggle, cause I've seen some bad days. But to have opportunity, at my dispense, or just, just a lot of opportunity out here as far as like jobs and stuff like that. I mean, you can do Uber, Lyft. It's no excuse not to make no money. But then when you get the money, you got to know what to do with the money. You know what I'm saying?
It's good. You mentioned about jobs. They got where they talking about Trump and them creating so many thousands of 400, 500,000 jobs. They creating jobs so people can continue working up under their leadership. You know what I'm saying? Where you got people that's coming home from being incarcerated, that they got the ideals and the plan to start their own job. Why would I? You know what I mean? I don't even really believe that they talking about 500,000 jobs that Trump had created, or even with the Democrats, even with with Biden and them talking about. They get ready, if they win, if they become president and vice president, that they can create 300, 400,000 jobs. How is that possible? You know what I mean? And I think that what they need to do, they need to come up with a funding thing just for entrepreneurs to start their own businesses where they can hire 5, 10, 20, 30, 100 people.
Like, it don't work like that. They want us to work.
But see, but they got programs though. They got programs that that can help entrepreneurs to do stuff like that. We just gotta I got some resources that people gonna need. They go to the Incarceration to Incorporation page. They'll get some of the resources that they can get some of that funding just specifically for entrepreneurship. You know what I mean?
I know. Like I said, that's a dope idea, especially to have like links and stuff like that, you know, to have like easy links and stuff like that where people can actually go to. That's like I said, that idea is so dope.
Well, see, the thing is though, the person got to have a dope ass business plan. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that too. But like I said, you gotta take small steps, man. I don't care if you're doing food, clothing, art, whatever. You gotta take small steps, man. You know, they would just
small steps turn into big leaps.
Right. Eventually, and like you can't give up. You know, you gotta stay positive and stay researching, man. Because you know, a lot of the average person gonna use the internet for drama type stuff. The internet is for researching, man. This is the tool. This is the greatest tool that they ever invented for us. But what are we using it for?
I'm in the hot tree.
We got somebody coming in. Who's that coming in?
Yeah,
That's Big Terrence Smith then. Mr. Southside, whatever you call yourself.
Mr. Southside, he going in and out too, man. These jokers here on the highway, they're trying to drive with one hand and use the phone with the other hand, and
which is not advisable.
Hey Julius, I know you the co-host and everything. Let everybody know, man, some of the challenges that you had. You going through your incarceration pathway, man, and coming home. What are some of the challenges that you face, and some of the things that you're doing to
Well, when I came home, I had a great support staff behind me. My family was always there for the whole 21 years that I did. So when I came home, you know, especially my younger brother, my brother under me, Ulysses, I had everything that I needed: a car, a brand new apartment, a house that he had just renovated. So I had that ready for me, plus all the friends and connections that I left after 21 years. Most of those people were still there, so I could call on some of them for a job, or you know, I worked as an investigator at a law firm for almost 5 years. You know, so I had those connections with lawyers that I dealt with before I went in. And so when I came out, it wasn't that hard for me, but I see that it's hard for a lot of other people. And part of what this show is going to be doing in the next couple of months to years is getting an apparatus in place so that when guys come home, they can call on us so we can give them guys in their city who are doing things so we can connect them. It needs to be a networking system that we have in place for anybody that needs this type of help. And we want to make sure that we also get in to a system of mentoring these young kids. I went out today with 4 of my kids, and we did canvassing, placing door knockers on a big old neighborhood. You know, it usually would take somebody 4 or 5 hours to do. They can do in 1 hour, hour and a half. You know, because they're young, they got the feet that they can move like that. So I paid them. There's nothing voluntary. I want them to understand that they can get paid. They don't have to go steal from nobody. You know, so we got to catch these youth at that level. You know, even Big Terrence right there, he's doing a great job with the kids with football. He's all over. You know, with the kids, mentoring them and coaching them. Terrence, what are you doing? You in town yet? You were coming with your team to Savannah?
No, I'll be in town tomorrow morning. I get up by 10.
And who y'all play?
The Southeastern Bulldogs.
Oh, they're gonna beat the brakes off of y'all Macon boys.
Oh, you down in Macon?
I whooped them last year. They ain't beat me yet. They ain't beat me in 2 years.
Hey, Big Pookie, we were just talking, man, about transition back into society, man, coming from being on the incarceration pathway. Let everybody know that's tuning in, man, some of the obstacles that you took, you know, to get to where you at now, some of the things that you did, how hard was it getting back into society, some of the resources that that you look for, that you look to help you get back out here doing the things that you're doing, and some of the positive stuff that you out here doing with the kids. How has that helped you, and how much have you grown from that? He don't went into it. What, he don't went up on the bridge?
Probably so. You're driving, and then you're gonna lose a signal all the time.
Why you just can't just park somewhere and talk for about 20-30 minutes and then get out, man?
Hey, B.
Yeah, what you trying to drive and talk at the same time?
You got to pull over.
I'm parked, man. I am parked. I'm parked in front of the house. I'm in the house. I'm just in the car. But yeah, man. When I got out, man, I met these guys when I was up in Atlanta, man. These two good guys I met. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, I was new to the system. Julius took me up on his wing along the way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe got pretty cool, but as I got out, man, I started. I was coaching kids before I left. You know what I'm saying? Then I left with my little son and came back, and I got back into mentoring and coaching kids, taking from state to state, playing youth football. And I'm on a little company called TNT Roofing and Construction. I build houses from the ground. You know, we do a lot of stuff in the community as well, though. I give back book bags every school turn, and on Thanksgiving, give away turkeys. I didn't try to show the kids the way that mistake I made. Don't let them make the same mistakes.
Right. Keeping them active, doing the positive, helping them do the positive thing, man, so they can see a different route.
Right.
That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. That's what's lacking in the communities all over the world, man. You know, the leadership turned into gang banging and other things that, you know, the kids look to, and they don't know how to make no real positive money.
Right.
You know, they don't have that person to show them, like Julius, like you just said, you know, this is no volunteer. You showing them how to work and how to earn that money. You know what I'm saying? The right way. And then, you know, once they gravitate towards that, then they'll know how to help somebody else along the way, help them make some money the right way. You know what I'm saying? Right. And in the same process, you teaching them how to be a leader.
That's correct. Giving them, you know, then when I'm in the car with them, when we're from one site to the next, you know, I give them little questions. How many Supreme Court justices are there? How many of them are black? Who was Arthur Ashe? Who was Jim Brown? You know, I ask them all kinds of questions that they got to go look up. And then you got to give some incentive. They bad as hell now, I believe that. Last week, they ran me crazy. But I can't give up on them, because if somebody gave up on me like that, then, you know, I'd be dead somewhere. So I can't give up on them. And that's what we got to do. You know, what I hope to do with this group also is to start a national mentoring group where we can have something where we can honor these kids, especially those ones that was headed to hell of the graveyard, to the penitentiary, where they came out, and then next thing you know, they're in college because we took them under our wings and did something with them. You know, and it all starts with things that we're doing now, where we catch them at an early age, with Big Terrence having them on the football field, teaching them that discipline. Me catching them and taking them to deliver these things for these candidates here I got. You know, so it's us contributing back in a positive way to correct and rectify the wrongs that we did back then. You know, once a debt is paid, it's no longer a debt, but we still have a conscience that understand that we still owe something to our community. Right. You know, we paid our debt to society. You know, nobody can't say nothing to us about that. You paid your debt, you did your time, but we still owe it to the youth to get out and do something with them to make sure that they don't follow those same paths.
Absolutely. I agree. Got to show them the way. Be an example, though. Like you said, try to be an example so they can try and, you know, so they can try to make better decisions. Because, you know, that's all you can do in life is try to make the best decisions, you know. And we all, you know, mess up at times, you know, don't make the best decision. But, you know, you got to be able to bounce from it.
Santana, was it Was it a time frame? How long did it take you to transition back? Was it a time frame? Did you jump right back into like as soon as you got out, started running and started walking? What did you do?
Well, it took me a while, man. It
That's
took me a
Santana
while.
with us.
Because when you locked up, you of course you're gonna be like, well, I ain't coming back here, or I ain't gonna do this, or I'm gonna do this a certain type of way. But when I got out, to be honest, I got with some of the same people, man, around some of the same people, and cause me, okay, these my boys, these my home, these like my family. But at the same time, people that don't want to see you grow, they're not your family. They're not your family. They're not your homeboys. They don't really want to see you make it, or be living good. So, like I said, I fooled myself, and I kind of fell back a little bit into the street. But as I said, this is it once and for all, man. I got kids. I got, I just want to live. I want to live,
And that's one of the things. That's one of the things that a lot of people think about too, man. When they mention their kids, man, they say, man, these kids, man, I got kids now, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing it for the kids now. This is not even about me anymore.
Right. That's when it clicks. You like, hold up, I got it. It ain't about me. It's about these kids. Try to be a better example and try to show them a better way, because my mom ain't rich, my dad ain't rich, ain't nobody in my family rich that I know. Or just not even like wealthy, not even say rich. Everybody's check to check, trying to, I remember, I forgot, I can't even think of the Amway and all this stuff back in the days when people, oh yeah, you're gonna work for yourself. I mean, all type of stuff. Just trying to reach out and make some extra money, supplement their income some type of way back in those days. But now you got Uber, Lyft. Like I said, it's no DoorDash. It's no excuse, man.
That's right.
These kids they got to pull their pants up, and put the drugs down, because ain't none of that's cool. It might seem like it's cool, but it ain't. And put it down and pull your pants up, learn something, educate yourself. Educate yourself. If you got to want it, can't nobody want it for you. Nobody do this for you. So you got to go hard. And those people that show initiative or that try to help themselves, those are the people that will make it. That's how I feel like it. That's just how I feel. Might not be where you want to be right now, but you take those steps. You taking a positive route.
And, right, and that's what it takes. Those steps. As long as you're taking those steps, those positive steps, man, that the route gonna follow. You just gotta take the steps. As long as you're on that right path. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Big Pookie, how long did it take you to transition back into society?
It took me about 2 years, man, 2 or 3 years. When I came home, I had it laid out really. Like Santana said, I started going sideways, man. Then I said, no, that not that way no more. You know what I'm saying? So I just took accountability of my action. So hey, it's either gonna be me or going back to prison. I told, hey, my kids and my family more important. I'm not going back to prison for nobody. That was over with right there. So I just started doing the positive thing that to keep me motivated, keep me positive there. Plus, my kids are my main thing. Like Santana said, the kids is the most important thing to me. I got 65 kids on the football team. Shit, if I could save 2 or 3, I did a good job. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of kids. I'm trying to run around every weekend.
Right. That's major. That's major. And that's how you got to look at it. If you just say one, you do something for one. I made a vow. I'm helping 100 people this year. I'm at about 20 something right now. And when I do 100, I'm gonna take a break because my bones and stuff gold, getting old.
Hey, you young buck, man, talking about your bones, boy. You young buck, boy. You still drinking milk, ain't you? You ain't stopped drinking milk. You still growing.
Hey, B. Yeah. We telling like the camp with us?
Huh?
Oh, what's up, boy? You. I ain't know what you saw Santana there. What's up, boy?
Hey, boy, it's real. But nah, man, a lot of people, but and that's what I use social media for too, man. Because like when I'm on, like so many people hit me up And because you know, a lot of people see like pictures and videos and stuff like that, and they think everything is glamorous on the internet or online. And I had to tell them, man, you don't know what I'm going through right now. You know,
Right.
I spend my last dollar. I might ain't got no lights. I might ain't got no bread. Or no, you don't know what I'm going just because you see the man. Don't you don't know. So don't. But I had to talk to so many people and let them know, man. Look, man, find you whatever you want to do in life, you can do it. Like my grandma always told me, you could do anything you put your mind to. And I did, and I didn't understand that until I got grown. I'm like, you can do anything you put your mind to. I want $1 million. I want the baddest girl. I want all the crazy stuff, right? But it's like you can really put your mind to it and manifest it. It's gonna come to a reality, man. You have to speak these things, man, and stay prayed up and stay around positive people. That's my belief, though. You know, that's my belief. And then, like you said, because everybody's not going to believe like you. They're not going to see what you see. And if you got to cut some people off, family, whoever, that's what you got to do.
That right there is in everybody's game plan. That last 6 months of being incarcerated, it might be more longer than that, but that's in the game plan. Who they gonna cut off? Who they gonna cut off? What they gonna do? Who they gonna associate with? Who they gonna put themselves around when they come home? You know, all that is in the proper perspective. Like some of the things I did, I wrote down. I cut a lot of people off. My last 6 months, man. We had cell phones in prison, so the ones that I was talking to on a regular basis are the ones that I came home and start doing business with. And then even those I had to cut them off once I realized that they wasn't even for me. They seen me coming home making moves, and they like, this joker coming home making moves and doing stuff, getting more than what I'm getting out here.
Right, and I've been out here,
They've been out here, and they like, man. So I had to cut them off too.
Right,
I had to put them in the same barrel that I put the ones that I really don't fuck with in. I put them in the same barrel.
Yeah, but you got to, man. You got to, because people will do that, man. They will try to get around you to see what you're doing and all that stuff to try to figure out what you're doing, and that's fine too. But you got to keep those people at a distance, you know, because they still want to learn at the same time. That's how I look at it. They still want to learn.
Yeah, they want to learn. They learning the wrong way though.
They're learning the wrong way.
They learning with it. Learning with the ill intent. That ain't
right. Right. You right. But I just, like you said, I just focus on the people that's really sincere, man, and the people that got the drive. I actually can see it. You can actually see it in a person when they ain't just talking about it. They actually out here doing it. Man, look, I got these shows booked. It's not just I'm a rapper. I got music check. No, they out here doing shows. They booking themselves shows. They getting flyers. They promoting using their social media tool because it's a tool. This internet, this Zoom is a tool. This is a tool right here. This platform, Incarceration, Incorporation, this is a tool.
And that's what we got to use it as. We got to use it as a tool. Just that's like right now, while y'all see me with my head down, I'm tagging everybody in.
Hey, well, look, that's something I gotta. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I can't multitask like that. Well, you be multitasking, boy. I can't do it, Julie. I get it to you.
Well, Santana can talk, so while he's doing all that talking, I'm doing this.
I was hit the share button too. You know, I'm new to the platform, but hey, man,
and what we got to do is 250 of us, that's in our circle. And we're kind of close knit. There's 250 of us. We got to get everybody on this platform and understand that this is something that we can give back to. We share with everybody. We invite everybody to come and watch it every weekend, every Friday at 6:00. We give out the information. We put people on who are doing positive things, and we highlight those things, and that's what it's about.
Right. So I want to put this out there too, like for people that's watching, like if you want to, like, because I found out somebody emailed me this, like some homies in Atlanta, they hit me up and was like, yo, I want you to check this website out, and it's called Alignable, and it's ALIGNABLE. Alignable is ALIGNABLE, right? So you go to that website. You can, if you got a small business, got ideas or whatever, you can put all that stuff on there, man, and actually connect with people too, that's actually in your area. I think, you know, that'll be a good tool. But again, it's all about the research and, you know, getting with positive people like, you know, like us, I guess, that's willing to help, because not everybody also is willing to help. So, you know, we got people that's willing to help. You know, here it is. Incarceration to incorporation. You can do it. You can be incorporated. You can get LLC. You can do all that stuff that you talk about, dream about, that you see everybody else doing. You can do it. This is the platform. This is it.
And we want everybody out there. Go ahead, David.
Now, I was gonna say it's definitely the platform, because a lot of people that I know that come home and they go right back in because they didn't have the resources that they needed to help them or to stay home. You know what I mean? Like they didn't have a support team. They didn't have anybody to give them any money to help them do any of the things that they had planned on once they came home. You know, I met a lot of guys that I talked to at Butler that had business plans. You know, their artistry was superb. Like they had ideas, but when they came home, they didn't have a support team, and they went out here try to go get it themselves, man, and ended up catching another charge. You know what I mean? So,
and we want everybody out there. If you are, if you know anybody that has been incarcerated and now they're out and doing great things, then send them to us. We want to showcase them here on this show. We just started. We got to work all the flaws and the kinks out, but we'll have it all set up, because the guys got to understand that we need them to be at home when it's time to be on it and on the computer, so it can look more better, you know, instead of a telephone, because the telephone will go out. We don't want you driving. You might break and kill somebody. So, right. You know, but we want everybody to be a part of this platform. We want everybody to know that all they got to do is come over to us. We're going to highlight you here. Whatever business you got, we want to highlight it here. We need all of it. We got your business card, whatever area in. We want to be able to network with people in that area for you. So it's a networking tool for everybody.
Absolutely. Right. And I'm going to point you in the right direction. Y'all can hit me up, Santana White, Facebook, whatever, Instagram, whatever, man. Y'all can definitely hit me up, you know, anytime. And I always try to, you know, give back and, you know, point people in the right direction, whether it's look for a job, whether it's whatever, photo, photography, video, website, graphics, whatever, man, clothes, whatever. So, you know,
we definitely gonna connect, man. We're gonna network, and whenever you get off of the show, make sure you check out the Facebook page, Incarceration to Incorporation. Also, right. check out All Things Relevant Media Facebook page also, so you can get more of what's going on with the Incarceration to Incorporation format. You know what we're doing. We got future plans of a reality show that we're gonna bring forth. Hopefully we can get, well, not hopefully, I already know we're gonna get the people that we need, man. I don't know how the situation is with this COVID-19 thing, but that right there is basically stopping us from going forward right now. We're putting this reality show together, but with the Incarceration to Incorporation thing, what we're doing is matching people with the right investors to invest in their small business. You know what I mean? So that's what that is, and the platform we're using is ATR Media, All Things Relevant Media. Thanks to Julius Hall and his team over there at ATR, man. We thank them for putting this together, giving us a platform to voice our opinion and give as much research to the people as we could to, you know, help them back into society, or to help them, the ones that's out here doing positive things, man. So yeah, if you know anybody, man, plug us in to anyone who's been incarcerated that is out there doing something positive in the community, or having trouble trying to start a business or whatever, man. Shoot us. We're gonna shoot you the link. You know what I mean? Shoot us, you know, the network, and we gonna put it together.
Yeah, because Yeah, we had a guy that was in Atlanta with us called me the other day, and he wanted a Facebook. He wanted a website done. So he called. He needed a website for his company that just started. So I sent him over to our team. So that's just networking. If he didn't
That's network.
call, he could get that great price and get things done.
You a resource, man. You was a
Yeah,
resource for him. You was a resource for him, and you got it done. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's what we doing. That's what we trying to do is help those who lack the resources that we may have.
Mhm.
And help them, give them the resources. We the plug. What incarceration to incorporation is a broker basically. A broker is a plug. You know what I mean? So we plug you in with the right people to help you advance in your business. So
What
that's what
happened
we
to
are.
what happened to Santana?
He thing froze up, and I didn't even realize it froze up.
Yeah, it froze up and then it went out. Yeah, but yeah, this is just something that we got that we can do some good things with if we just keep our heads on the right way, um, and get these guys to understand that just don't show up. Show up with somebody. Show up. Tell all your people that you're going to be on the show. Don't just show up on the show. Tell everybody you're going to be on the show. Go to the show, and like I'm doing right now, I'm tagging everybody in our group. It's 250 of us. They should be on from time to time and having their people on also. You know, so I can't do but 50 at a time. So that's the problem. I can't do but 50 people at a time. So I got to do it 5 or 6 times. That's why my head down. Other than that, I've been finished, and I'm just on the G's now.
Oh yeah, he
But
sometimes he had to get back. He was taking a break. He was, what I mean, I thank you for coming
okay,
on, man, for that time that he had. But he was taking a little lunch break to
okay.
get on. But
Next week I'm gonna try to get a couple of high powered guys on. And I think we're gonna try to get Dre on next week. He down there
okay,
building houses and moving and shaking down there in Florida. Try to get Donald Gilliard on. He's a big political campaign guy in South Carolina, working on all kinds of campaigns. All big Bernie Sanders, everybody. So next, we got a bunch of people that have a lot to give back and a lot of information and a lot of networking, because he hooked me up with. I had an opportunity to work on a couple of presidential campaigns through just from me knowing him. So it's beneficial for us to get in this networking system so that we can utilize everybody's assets.
right. And then with the ones who came home and the ones who out here doing stuff, if we can put together a package, put together a portfolio, that's what I'm doing over at Incarceration to Incorporation. That is putting together a portfolio with the picture and the business plan. Just a small description of the business plan, what they're doing, what they seeking for far as financial advancements or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna with those ones that we connected to with on the group, we're gonna
Mhm.
start out with them and ones that I know around here where I'm at in North Carolina. I'm gonna try to get these brothers, man, to put together a portfolio where we can have just a list of brothers, man, with good ideas, good business plans, and try to match them up with the right investors, man. There's a lot
Right.
of people out here willing to invest, willing to look at your business plan and possibly invest in your business. So, Julius, that's something, man, we need to really focus on. Try to put together a portfolio for these not just the men, the women too. We can get some of these women on, man, that's
Oh
been
yeah.
incarcerated that came home. I know a lot of them that's doing big things. They just haven't responded. They responded, but they haven't given me a date yet to when they can come on the show. So I basically I look forward to having them on the show. So if it's any of them that you know out there, Joyce, feel free, man. See if you can bring them on board there, because they have a story too, man. That these women out here, these young women out here, they need to hear a story coming from a female perspective.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the next couple of days. I'll be reaching out to one or two that we'll have on next week. We need to get Dre on, and we need to get Gilliard, and there's one or two more
Yeah, I
guys
got
that are
I got
out
a
there
couple
doing
people,
big
man.
things.
Yeah, I got Sonny. I don't name. I got Sonny coming on. Sonny Ellis coming on. Sergio Ayala, he locked in. Mio locked in, man. Bring Mio on.
Awesome, awesome. Mio is preaching now, right?
I think he is, and he got a lot of other stuff he got going
Yeah,
on too. So
yeah.
yeah,
Mio doing good things out there.
yeah.
Awesome,
So we're gonna bring them
awesome.
brothers on, man. And like I said, it's gonna get bigger. It's gonna get bigger each week, man. It's our third show, so we're gonna be all right. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it going forward, man. With a lot of stories to tell from people all over the United States, man. Like last week, we had the brother that was over in Colombia.
Oh.
We had a brother over there in Colombia, man. You know, he spent time in the feds over here, man. But now he over there in Colombia. He doing good things over there in Colombia, man. So.
Mm-hmm. We want to thank our sponsors, the Right Angle Helmet. You can reach them at www.apextriumph.com. And the Omen Timepieces, you can reach them at www.finewatchesandart.com. So don't forget, Omen Timepieces, that's a Black-owned watch company. And we'll be showcasing them on this program and other programs after a while. And the Right Angle Helmet. I advise everybody, if you really want to have something to invest in, both of these are Black companies that you need to probably look into. Especially, I'll be pitching this to the guys that's coming on and the guys that's coming on the show, so that they can see the things that we're doing. I need to get away from wearing these glasses when I don't need them. For my eyes get bad. But yeah, we'll like I say, this is our third full show. We want to get everybody out there. What we need to do is just network, so we can share. This will be the platform where we're going to go all over the nation, all over the country, all over the world, with people that have been locked up and now back out into society doing great things. So stay tuned, and this is where we'll be.
All right, y'all get a chance, man. Go on to the Facebook page up on Incarceration to Incorporation. Look around, man. Read the stories. It's a lot of inspiration up there. You can go over to ATR Media, All Things Relevant Media. You can look at some of the last week's shows and some of the past shows of other shows that ATR Media bring forth. You can read about what Incarceration to Incorporation got going on, far as resources or anything that can be helpful to anyone that's out here that's been incarcerated, that's looking for financial help, whether it be resources that can help you start your business or anything. Some of your family members coming home from prison might need clothing or anything type of shelter they might need. Reach out to us on the Facebook page up on Incarceration to Incorporation, and also All Things Relevant Media.
That's right.
Anything else
anything we can do, anything that we can do to help, we're going to do to help. And, you have to ask. So we don't know you need it unless you ask. Don't forget tonight at 9:00 on All Things Relevant Media, we have the Air Scott Hour. Tune in 9:00 tonight, the Air Scott Hour. Lay back and listen to this sister give it the news from all over the country. Okay, she touches on everything that you want to touch on.
All right, I thank y'all for tuning in to Incarceration to Incorporation, man. Tune in each and every Friday, man, from 6 to 7. That's from 6 to 7 each and every Friday. I see y'all next week.
I'll let you later.